Welcome, gather round. We are about to embark on a journey together, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can have your own Daddy token in your crypto wallet by the end of this video. Now I'm going to show you two ways on how to do it, because one's easier than the other, and depending where you are in the world, one might be more accessible to you. But two, I also know you don't necessarily just want the Daddy token. You want to 2x, to 5x, 10x, maybe even 100x your money. That's why you're here. So I'm going to give you my opinion at the end of this video on exactly how much money I think you can make when you put money into this token and the risk that is associated to it. Now, the only thing I want to do before we get started is tell you that we have an email list that is dedicated to tracking the launch of the real world token by Andrew Tate and keeping on top of this Daddy token so you and I can make as much money as possible in this airdrop. This was the last email we sent out talking about how the mother token actually just overtook the Daddy token in terms of market cap and what that might mean for the growth of the Daddy token. But if you want to get on this email list so you can get up-to-date opportunities with Andrew Tate's airdrop and everything else in crypto, the link's in the description. It's completely free, of course. Now, let's get into buying the Daddy token. This is the Daddy token as viewed on something called CoinMarketCap. Now, CoinMarketCap just reads the price of the token on the blockchain and will graph it in a nice graph like this. Now, this one doesn't look too healthy because it is down and to the right, and they make it red because it's at lower than when it was actually started being tracked by CoinMarketCap. But you can see the Daddy token's at 11 cents. Why are we here? Well, because you want to come over here and click Markets. Because markets are where you buy and sell. You go and buy and sell your fruit at a fruit market. You buy and sell your tokens at a crypto market. And you can see that there's two different types of markets here. A centralized exchange, a CEX, and then a decentralized exchange, or a DEX. What's the difference? Well, basically, these are big companies that are going to hold the tokens and you can buy it off them. And the decentralized exchanges are we're going to buy and sell off one another. And decentralized exchanges are the superior way because you're controlling your own crypto, got your own crypto wallet. Slightly more difficult, but we're going to walk through that right now together. So the first thing that I want to do, I'm going to link this up below because there's a lot of scams out there and you want to make sure you're not getting scammed. This is the official Daddy token on something called DEX Screener. What's DEX Screener? Similar to CoinMarketCap, where we're looking at the price of the token, but it's the more degenerate version where you don't have to have a well-established coin to be listed here. A coin you could create today, and it could be tracked on DEX Screener. So you can see this is the price action of the graph in the bars up here. The info is over here on the right. You got a $66 million market cap. That's the total value of the project at the moment. And then down the bottom, you can see we've got the buys and sells coming in basically every minute. The green ones are the buys, the red ones are the sells. Top traders, you can come and see who's making the most money. You can see this guy, profit and loss, 7.9 mil, 4.4 mil. This is what we want with our lives. So that's why we're here. Holders, you can see there's 56,810 holders. But what we are looking for in order to buy and sell this is we want to know the contract address. So you can see on the right-hand side, you've got the website, Twitter, Telegram, the info. As I scroll down, the contract address will be here under Daddy. Now I'm just gonna copy that. I might also put that in the description below because this is where people get scammed, is they buy the wrong Daddy token because there's a lot of people making knockoff and rip-off tokens. So if I click on that, it's going to copy it to my clipboard. The alternative that you can do here is you can come up here and just click trade on Radium. So this Radium is the decentralized exchange. If we go back to the markets and we click on decentralized exchange, you can see Radium, there's $3.5 million of volume going through that at the moment, and you can trade on that. You can also trade on something like Jupiter, which is another big decentralized exchange, or there's a couple of others there. So once you click trade on Radium, I have to switch over to Google Chrome because this is where my crypto wallets are. And if you don't have a crypto wallet, I'll give you a couple of pointers there, but I'm not going to walk you through that whole process. And you can see basically it loads up the coin here, Daddy. Now, if you wanted to be sure, I could come back to the Daddy contract address down here and copy that just by clicking on it. It copies over, pull my Chrome back up and search on the Radium for that contract address. It does have another image to the actual Daddy token there, which is obviously slightly strange, but that's what it is. It's the official address because we copy pasted it. Now we're going to click Connect Wallet. Phantom is the Solana wallet. So this is on the Solana blockchain. So you can see this little S up here. You've got like things like Ethereum, things like Avalanche. We've got Solana is probably the biggest one, especially for meme coins like this. You're going to want to use Phantom wallet for the Solana blockchain. You get money in there. If you don't have a Phantom wallet and don't know how to get money into a Phantom wallet, stay around for the second way to buy and sell the Daddy token because it'll be a lot easier. So I'm just going to punch in my password here. and then connect the wallet, which is my DGen wallet. That's the one I'm going to be buying Daddy token with today. And you can see it pulls it in here. So then I'm going to trade from Solana because I have Solana in my wallet. So if you can click max, it'll pull all the Solana from your wallet. If you want to have a quick look, you can see I've got $860 worth, US dollars worth of Solana in here. So I can basically use that to buy it if I wanted, but I'm actually going to just put 50% because I'm going to be buying more Daddy token in the second way that I'm about to show you, and then simply click on swap. It's going to make sure you want the transaction, give you a summary up here. Simply click on confirm, and it's going to initiate transaction, which shouldn't take long because the Solana blockchain is quick. So you can see it's confirmed down here. If I click on view transaction details, it'll come over to something called SolScan. Now, SolScan is a blockchain explorer, a scanner, and basically tracks all the transactions that are going on a certain blockchain. SolScan is for Solana. And it can show you that less than a minute ago, July 24th, that's today, I bought $430 US worth of the Daddy token from Radium. That's exactly what happened. And if I come back to our DEX screener link, you can see down here, there is our purchase right there, and there is our wallet. So I've joined the people who are buying and selling the Daddy token on decentralized exchange. But what if that was a little bit too complex and you don't know how to get money into a Phantom wallet, which I highly recommend that you do learn that. I won't show you in that video, but I will show you that if you come back down here and click on the centralized exchange button, you can see all of these centralized exchanges are actually there to sell you the Daddy token. Now, Gate.io, MEXC, they're probably the big ones that I'd recommend. MEXC, I've already got an account for, so I've come over to MEXC. You can literally go to MEXC.com and sign up for it, and then you can deposit money through your bank account into, this is one of the onboarding ramps of crypto. You can see I've got about 700 USDT, which is United States tethered dollars. And if we want to trade into the Daddy token from the USDT, it's called spot trading. So come to spot and then click on spot. Now we want to search because we want the Daddy token. We're just going to type in Daddy. Now this one is, there's not no scams, but a lot less scams because this is run by a centralized service, MEXC. They're the ones who are vetting tokens that are on this. So there will only be one Daddy token because there's no fake ones here. So you can simply just type it in and click the first one that comes up. So you can see this Daddy token has had $7 million of 24-hour trade volume, which makes me think this is definitely the right token here. And you can see it automatically pulled in my wallet down here. And you can see available 694 USDT. The price of Daddy at the moment is $10.97, so you can buy a limit. The easiest way is just to buy the market price, which is the price that it's selling at here on the order book on the left-hand side. And how much do you want to buy? I can slide that up just to buy all of it. Click on Buy Daddy. And now you can see that I own 6,300 Daddy tokens and less than 1 cent of USDTs. So if you click on Wallets and then down to Spot, you can see that we are holding $695 worth in our wallet. But what are we actually holding? It's the Daddy Tate token down here. This is the actual logo on this one, which makes it a lot easier. And you can see that we own 6,300 Tate tokens here. Awesome. Now let's answer the more important question. The question we're all here for is, I just bought $1,000 US worth of these Daddy tokens. What is reasonable, or what is even optimistic for me to think that I can make from that? Can I make 1,000 or 10,000? Can I make 1,000 or 100,000? Can I make 1,000 or 1,000,000? Because that's what some people actually do believe. And here's what I will tell you. Andrew Tate is standing behind this crypto. He is putting his name and reputation on the line here. You can see 4 hours ago, he already just made another video. I think this is an AI version of the video about the Daddy token. If you search for Daddy, there's so much. He's promoting it at a concert. He's promoting in his feeds. It's everywhere, and he's really pushing for it. In fact, he's actually burned $110 million worth of this token in order to give the people who are buying into it more value. But here's my problem, is he is adding a lot of utility to this token. And I'll actually just read it out from the newsletter that I sent out. Remember, you can get on this newsletter for free to stay in the know with it. This is Mother. This is the token that basically is like the girl boss counterpart to the Daddy token, and it's launched by Iggy Azalea. It went absolutely crazy. You can see all the way up here. It reached a 26, and if we swap that to market cap, it reached a $200 million market cap and then dropped off. But then you can see down here, look at this. It went from a $29 million market cap up to a 76, which means some people 2.5x their money basically in a day, which is what could happen to Daddy, and we could make our $1,000 into $2,500. But the weird thing about this token here is look at the website. It's a picture of a butt. And that's because this Mother token is essentially a meme coin. It's not tied to anything, and therefore the price goes up and down. One concern that I have about the Daddy token is that Andrew Tate has done the noble thing and is implementing utility and underlying value from it. The problem with that, because we're going to get staking, we're going to get airdrops, and even a revenue share from his educational platform, but this could be a tether, a leash that ties the price and the value of the Daddy token overall. This example I walked through, Tate promised an airdrop of the real world token. The token that's going to be his actual token. Remember, the Daddy token is not his full affiliated token. It's actually a third-party token that he liked and started endorsing. The real world token is the one that is coming, that is going to be his. That's the one I think there's going to be a massive opportunity on. However, if you hold the Daddy token, you can get an allocation of the airdrop. Now, it would be crazy to think that he'd put a large allocation. He's actually spoken about it. The Daddy holders are going to get way less allocation than his actual student. And so if we can be generous and say that 5% of the value of the real world token will be airdropped to Daddy holders. If the real world token is valued at $1 billion, which I think in this market is a reasonable guess, I think that's what he's going to be wanting to say, that his token is valued at $1 billion. He's going to do everything he can, including cycling in the profits from his educational platform into that to actually pump that token up. Well, that means that the airdrop will be measured at a $50 million valuation, because that's 5% of the real world. But if you have a look at the Daddy token right now, it's currently sitting at a $65 million valuation, which means if we're just overlaying fundamental analysis, that is, how much do we think this is worth based on the utility, which is the unfortunate things that happens when you do add utility into a meme coin, is it gets tethered and tied down to it. Well, then this is probably slightly overvalued. However, when you add a bull run, when you add hype, when you add tokens hitting $1 billion market cap that is just a picture of a cat with its mouth open, when you come out with a white paper and hype that may look really generous to something like the Daddy token, I personally think that this could 3 to 4 to 5x over the short term. If you think it's going to do more than that, I'm very excited to hear what makes you think that. It could go to $1 billion. Andrew Tate has said that he would like to see this go to $1 billion, but I just think he's trying to juggle more than one crypto at once, and so it's not a great bet for me to make. What I put in this email, and if you are new to crypto and intrigued by all this, that AI microcap gems, tokens like this, OpenGPU, which is basically a decentralized way for people to rent GPUs to actually create the things that people are creating with AI, it's at a $17 million market cap. And this thing could go to $1 billion. And this thing could give you a 50x. I'm way more invested in something like OpenGPU than I am the Daddy token, because I think there's no limit to it. However, when the real world token drops, I will be farming it and trying to arbitrage it. And if you want to stay in the loop with all things Andrew Tate and his tokens, come and jump on this email list. Link is in the description. Once again, completely free. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.